Good morning, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Monday, May 4th, 2020. May the 4th be with you. I hope everybody had a great night last night. Today, this is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we left off with the market last week. So monthly chart, right? We're in a double inside month right now. We gapped down on the month and are trying to work our way back up, back over that mid-Bollinger Band. But what a month in April. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. We'll be checking out the futures here in a little bit. Down this morning. Not surprised to see a little follow through off this weekly upper shadow that filled that gap there. So let's see how far it can go. Big support here at 27.24. If we get there this week. So we'll take a look at that in a moment here. Daily chart on the SPX, we broke down below the upward trend line. Now we're kind of looking at some support here, the cloud, the 21 EMA, and also this big congestion zone that we're coming into from a few weeks ago. So that should be pretty interesting as well. Let's take a look at the SPY. So again, SPY, pretty interesting right here. We had increasing volume, also an upper shadow here off the daily and breaking down to that upward trend line. So not surprised to see it pulling back a little bit here. Let's take a look and see what it's doing here pre-market. So it pushed down a little bit, came back, tried to give a little relief bounce. So we got a couple things that we want to keep an eye on right here. I mean, kind of the big one is this trend line here going into the morning. Okay, so let's see if we can get above that. Right, and if we get a little bit tighter on that, you can see here this geometric level right there. See if we can get above there. But let's definitely keep an eye on that going into today. S&P futures. Okay, let's see what they did last night. So pretty cool stuff, right? So we talked about on the live stream last night. Right, we had to get above this level. Had to get above this level. Had to get above this level. Now it couldn't. Now it didn't defend here. Right, so this is a key breakout area right here. We need to see if we now it's found it as a little bit of resistance. Let's see if we can get back above that and start to build. But if we can, we could see this gap filled again. And again, we were down 40 or more points last night, so now we're only down 28. And the way this market goes, we could be green by the open. So let's see how that goes. Let's take a look at the MES here. Again, same concept. All right, the key levels to look at on a breakdown are right here. So between here and 930. It's basically anywhere 2787 all the way to 2790. So 2790 is going to be essentially a key level for it to hold. Hopefully that'll hold its support, and then we can break a couple of these pivot levels and continue to work our way back up. All right, so from there, let's take a look at the Qs. All right, see how the tech sector is doing here going into today. So down 2 points on the Qs. Again, very similar as the SPY here into today. So let's see if we can hold this. We're looking at essentially a triangle pattern going into the open. So let's see how that decides to hold itself going into today. A couple of the big names, right? Apple. Okay, key levels the other day. Right, held its upward trend line right there. Now it's gapping down to 287. Not too much. That basically takes us. It's not even at the 8 EMA. Okay, so it's basically had a nice push. We're basically still holding the upward trend line going into today. So let's see if that gets a little bit of a bounce this morning. It's kind of flattish, so just be careful with that at the open. Tesla. It was up a little bit this morning, and now it looks like it's getting a little bit of that tweet hangover. So let's see how that goes going into this morning as well. That's definitely going to be on the radar. Check out the 15 orb on that one going into today. A couple earnings coming up this morning here. We've got Tyson. This should be interesting. A lot of these meat companies are talking about meat shortages because of the corona. So see how that plays out into their earnings report. Race Ferrari should be. Oh, look at that! Just at this clock. Broke down below this. It was channeling here into the morning. So it looks like they had a little bit of a miss if the 932 euros. So miss on revenue. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that one there. In a day, it can be an interesting trader. Sometimes the spreads and the options do get funky. Disney was downgraded this morning. You can see that down. So Mando needs to step back up and take care of it. And let's see. And then lastly, over the weekend, don't forget, guys, still tradable. Burke B. Okay, had some misses. Over their earnings report. They're like one of their biggest losses, their first losses like ever, basically. So this should be an interesting one to keep an eye on too. So keep an eye on Burke B. And other than that, guys, I hope everybody has a wonderful trading day today. We'll catch you guys at the lunchtime market update. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.